Hey there, friends. Today, we're diving into one of the most chilling and mysterious cases in American history, the Zodiac Killer. This isn't just another crime story. It's one that has haunted investigators, amateur sleuths, and true crime fans for decades. A killer who toyed with the police and the media, leaving behind cryptic puzzles and taunting letters, and who, to this day, remains unidentified. Let's break it down together. It all began on December 20th, 1968, in Vallejo, California. A teenage couple, Betty Lou Jensen and David Faraday, were out for a night together. They parked in a quiet spot, likely expecting a peaceful evening. What happened next was horrifying. A man approached their car, and both teens were shot to death. Betty Lou tried to escape, but didn't make it far. David was killed at close range, inside the vehicle. At the time, police saw it as a tragic but isolated incident. Little did they know, this was just the beginning of a nightmare that would stretch over years. Fast forward 7 months to July 4th.
Was in fact connected with is the person who killed the cab driver, let me put it that way.
1969. Another couple, Darlene Farron and Mike Mageau, were parked in a secluded spot in Vallejo. This time, the attacker shot both of them multiple times. Darlene didn't survive, but Mike did, even though he was gravely injured. He described the attacker
at that time that he had killed a guard getting out of a prison, and so I did take him as a killer. To me, a killer isn't a normal person, so I assumed at the time that something was wrong. He wanted our money. And I actually laughed at the moment because I told him, I says, I've only got 75 cents in my pocket. And I says, you're welcome to have it.
As a man with a flashlight who didn't say much before opening fire. Shortly after the attack, a call came into the police. The caller not only claimed responsibility for the murders of Darlene and Mike, but also confessed to the murders of Betty Lou and David months earlier. The voice was calm, almost matter-of-fact, and the caller provided details that hadn't been made public. The situation took an even darker turn in August 1969. 3 major newspapers in the area, the San Francisco Chronicle, the San Francisco Examiner, and the Vallejo Times-Herald, received letters from someone claiming to be the killer. These letters weren't just confessions. They included coded messages, or ciphers, that the killer demanded be published. If they weren't, he threatened to kill again. One of these ciphers, later called the 408 cipher, was solved by a schoolteacher and his wife. The decoded message revealed something chilling. I like killing people because it is so much fun. It was clear that this wasn't just about violence. The killer enjoyed the fear and chaos he was creating. From then on, the Zodiac, as he called himself, continued his spree. On September 27, 1969, at Lake Berryessa, a couple named Cecilia Shepard and Brian Hartnell were approached by a man wearing a hood with a cross-circle symbol on it. He tied them up and stabbed them repeatedly. Brian survived and later described the attacker as calm, methodical, and eerily in control. Cecilia tragically didn't make it. Not long after, on October 11, 1969, a cab driver named Paul Stein was shot and killed in San Francisco. This attack was different. It wasn't a couple in a secluded spot, but a man alone in his cab in a busy neighborhood. Witnesses saw the suspect leave the scene, and police were able to put together a sketch. It showed a white male, stocky with glasses, and around 5 feet 8 inches to 6 feet tall. As the Zodiac's crimes unfolded, his letters kept coming. He claimed responsibility for murders that couldn't always be verified.
I like killing because it is so much fun. It is more fun than killing wild game in the forest, because man is the most dangerous animal of all to kill.
And continued to include ciphers. He mocked the police for failing to catch him and even threatened to attack school buses. He wrote that he would shoot out the tires and pick off the kids as they come bouncing out. This terrifying threat led to increased security at schools and widespread panic. One of his most infamous letters was the 340 cipher, sent in November 1969. For over 50 years, it remained unsolved. Then, in 2020, a team of amateur codebreakers finally cracked it. The decoded message was taunting and eerie, but revealed no name or significant clues. It read, "I hope you are having lots of fun and trying to catch me. That wasn't me on the TV show. I am not afraid of the gas chamber because it will send me to paradise." Despite years of investigation and
No. Doesn't do any good. Sam, that stuff never did me any good either when I had it. Sam, let me ask you this. There's some reason why you go to a particular doctor or a particular priest, and some reason why apparently you wanted to talk to me or Lee. Is it that you feel that we have compassion for people who get in trouble?
countless suspects, the Zodiac Killer was never caught. One of the most prominent suspects was Arthur Lee Allen, a man who matched some of the descriptions and was linked to the case in several ways. He owned a watch with the Zodiac symbol and had a history that raised red flags. However, the evidence wasn't strong enough to definitively connect him to the murders. The Zodiac Killer claimed he had killed 37 people.
And up to now and continuing, we have a number of plainclothes officers following buses in the morning and in the evening.
Though only 7 are officially linked to him. Over time, the case grew colder, but the obsession with solving it never faded. Amateur sleuths, podcasters, and even professional investigators have continued to dig into the Zodiac's cryptic ciphers.
Been a long time?
Since I killed a kid.
Well, was it before December that you had the headaches?
Yes.
Were you in service that you might have had an injury in service? Did you ever fall out of a tree or downstairs? Were you ever unconscious?
I don't know.
You don't remember. Does aspirin do you any good?
No.
Doesn't do any good. Sam, that stuff never did me any good either when I had it.
Taunting letters and chilling crimes. What makes this case so haunting isn't just the murders. It's the Zodiac's ability to disappear into thin air, his knack for playing with people's minds, and the way he became larger than life. He wanted to be remembered, and in that sense, he achieved his goal. Even today, with modern forensic technology like DNA analysis, the Zodiac Killer's identity remains a mystery. Investigators have used DNA to crack other cold cases, so there's hope that one day, his identity will come to light. But for now, he's a ghost in history, a name without a face. So, what do you think? Was the Zodiac a criminal mastermind who outsmarted the police? Or was he just lucky? Could he still be alive? Or has he taken his secrets to the grave? Let me know your theories in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this dive into the dark and mysterious world of the Zodiac Killer, give this video a like and hit that subscribe button. Turn on notifications so you don't miss more true crime stories like this one. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay curious but stay safe.